Welcome to Spiritual Awakening family, beloved masters. As you incorporate more of the magnificence of your God Ray, the attributes, qualities and virtues, wondrous things begin to happen in the world around you. The galactic prosperity gateway opens wide and the wealth of the universe pours down upon you. Always be aware that you are responsible for how you use your gifts of spirit. It will not serve your highest good to gain great riches and then hoard them. There is no virtue in poverty. That is an old outmoded thought form created by those who sought to suppress you and gain power over you. Money is a symbol of the opulence of the universe. However, spiritual wealth encompasses many things: a healthy body and mind free of disease, full of vitality, youthful and filled with a zest for living and creating anew, satisfying relationships with a great variety of people, from your close physical family to your extended spiritual family. You may have different viewpoints and be at varying levels of awareness on your spiritual path, but you must honor and allow each and every one to follow their truth in their own unique way. It is of vast importance that you set boundaries and honor and nurture yourself so that you will be capable and ready to receive increasingly higher, more refined gifts of love, light from our Father, Mother God. You should endeavor to find a working environment that supports and demands the highest integrity from everyone involved, and one of your major goals should be a career that brings you great joy and satisfaction, as well as appreciation and financial rewards. When you are soul-focused and divinely inspired, wealth becomes an enhancement to your spirituality, for you can live graciously, yet simply, and all your desires are met without thinking about what they are. You share freely with those on the path who have not yet learned the laws of abundance. You will be their example and their partner as you give guidance and a helping hand when appropriate. Your treasure chest of wealth will contain a plethora of creative thoughts inspired by your higher self and downloaded into your consciousness when you are ready to take advantage of them, and, through your conscious intent, you will begin the magical process of bringing them into material manifestation through your actions. We emphasize what we have said many times before: you can have or become anything you can envision. This is the era of new creation, with a never-ending supply of primal cosmic life force substance at your fingertips, just waiting for you to mold it into the stuff of your dreams and visions. You are all having difficulty keeping up with or integrating the refined energies that are being constantly radiated down upon and through you. Some of you have moved to a level where you must step back and allow your external world and your physical vessel to catch up with your inner vibratory field. Never before has humanity, nor any race or civilization in this universe, moved forward so quickly and dramatically in the evolutionary process as you have in the last 50 years of your time. So is it any wonder that you are feeling dizzy, disoriented, confused, out of sync with the world around you, and oftentimes discouraged? Our promise to you is that this too will pass as you become more comfortable with your new radiance and swiftly transforming reality. If you stay the course, you assuredly will step gracefully into the next level of awareness, and you will gradually perfect the skills, integrate the wisdom, and accomplish many miraculous things as you strive to overcome the challenges that are presented to you. You must flex your spiritual muscles and lay claim to your newfound power. That is why we wish you to accept this truth: you are the student, the teacher, and also the master. No one else knows better than you what is right and appropriate for you in each and every moment and in every situation. Now that the Supreme Creator is taking an active role in the grand process of reunification, you can be assured that your world, your reality and everything you believe to be the norm will continue to change dramatically and at an ever-accelerating pace. Within the great cycles of expansion are smaller cycles wherein there is a process of gleaning or harvesting all that is in harmony with the Creator's plan, followed by a contraction or reformation of all that is disharmonious. Energy is never lost or destroyed, it is remolded, transformed or modified into a different form and vibrational frequency. The lower vibrations and distortions of the third, Fourth dimensions are being sought out and penetrated at the deepest level by the awesome power of Creator Light. That is the process you, the earth and all creation in this universe are in the midst of at this time. It is painful to watch the mass destruction that is taking place around the world, and we, as you, feel the pain and suffering that is rampant as the cleansing accelerates. Everything possible is being done to diminish the suffering, and it is imperative that you stay focused and centered in the heart as you draw forth and radiate out into the world the maximum amount of Creator Light substance for the greatest good of all. Make no mistake, the unconditional love, light energy that filters through you is added to the whole, and it is making a vast difference. The holographic pictures that have formed your realities are shifting, and many of you feel vulnerable and left without an identity that you can relate to, or parameters to guide you. Over these many past traumatic years, you have gone through the process of releasing much of what you thought was important in your third-dimensional reality, surrendering many of your relationships, your possessions, your perception of what and who you were as you moved into harmony and attunement with your higher self. Gradually, you were able to access more refined energy, higher frequencies, new information and greater wisdom. Eventually, you became more comfortable with your fourth-dimensional reality as you worked through even more negative and emotional energies that came bubbling up from within your subconscious mind as you swept out and cleared outmoded perceptions. The pulsating, transforming light frequencies reverberated throughout the depths of your cellular structure and began to break loose all the impacted core memories that have accumulated down through the ages, stirring them up, and moving them out to be released and replaced with divine light substance. As you began to resonate to a quickened vibration, more of your vaster being, your soul self, your higher self, and your God Ray began to, once again, take up residency and dominion within your physical vessel. However, most recently for some of you, it seems you have taken a step backward, and many of you have suddenly manifested dramatic illnesses that you do not understand. Obstacles have been placed in your way, hampering your progress in what you thought was your mission and your gift to humanity. Many of you can no longer find the solace in meditation, or the ability to reach upward, or inward, in order to tap into the loving feeling of oneness with the beings of light. You feel a void, a sense of loss, or at least, a sense of instability. All that you are experiencing now, the discomfort within your bodily forms, the releasing of many of the aspects of your life that you thought were important, stable and necessary, the crumbling of old belief systems and the feeling that you are no longer in control of your destiny, are all part of the accelerated transformation process now in progress. You are shedding many layers of etheric matter from your auric fields which no longer serve you, which cannot exist where you are going. When you integrated your soul self, you diminished the power and control that your ego self had over you. As you integrate your higher self and it takes over the guardianship of your energy and destiny, the soul self moves into the background door. To put it more clearly, it becomes integrated into the energy force field of your higher self. And so it goes as you ascend the ladder of reunification. It is of vast importance that you understand, those of you who have diligently strived over these past years to balance and harmonize the discordant vibrational patterns within, have moved, or are moving, into a new cycle of awareness. We understand that it is exciting to learn new information, and to remember and reclaim as much of your galactic and cosmic wisdom as possible. However, it is still vastly important that you integrate into your present reality what you have learned, and begin to use the knowledge and tools given you to create a better world for yourself and all those around you. Whereas many of you have been focusing primarily on your spiritual growth and awareness and have somewhat neglected your physical vessel and environment, You may recently have felt an urgency or have been forced to pay more attention to your bodily form and your immediate surroundings. There comes a time when you have integrated the maximum amount of higher frequency energies that your physical vessel can take in and absorb without creating major distress. It is very evident that this is happening all over the world and that each person as well as the earth is in a critical phase in this dramatic process of evolution, ascension. Please do not forget to ask your higher self to monitor the vibrational frequencies that you absorb, and ask that all residual energy be sent forth unto the world as you breathe in and breathe out the love/light. The phrase "more is not necessarily better" applies here. When the time is right, your body will let you know via emotional or physical symptoms that it is time to make a concerted effort to allow the new energies to perform their magic, whether it be releasing old impacted energies within the physical vessel including your DNA, or you may require an emotional release or a mental clearing of some kind. If there are times when you do not feel like reading any spiritual material, please honor that feeling. If you feel you are emotionally vulnerable and need to nurture yourself, honor that feeling as well. If there are times when you feel mentally stressed or stretched, please give your mind a break and only perform those mental tasks that are absolutely necessary. Place your focus on your physical well-being and refresh your mind and body by connecting to and communing with the elements of nature and your Mother Earth. They are your constant friends and companions on this journey. Let us reassure you, it is all a part of the process and the spiraling cycles of change. These past years, and especially the last year of your time, have been a time of great acceleration. We have been infusing you with the maximum amount of Christ's light or divine substance from the Creator that your physical vessels could contain. In doing so, it has jolted or sped you along the path of initiation, or upward in the ascension process, however you wish to define it. Remember, and we repeat, for it is important that you understand the process. Each time you lift your consciousness or tap into a higher frequency and incorporate it in any part of your being, whether it is physical/emotional/mental or etheric, it permeates the very depths of your essence and releases any corresponding impacted or negative energies that resonate at a lower frequency. Many of these energies were imprinted in your etheric and emotional bodies during those ancient experiences of your earliest physical incarnations on the earth plane. They are very powerful indeed and have affected you in every lifetime you have experienced since, adding to and magnifying the negative energies until they held you in bondage, creating tremendous pain and suffering. These are energies that have kept you from having the perfect health you desire, the strong, attractive body you dream of, the abundance, the power, the relationships, on and on. And so you see, in order to assist you and keep you from going into overwhelm, your higher self puts you in what might be called a null zone, or a period of no time, or what we prefer to call withdrawing into sanctuary. Those of you who are the way showers, the light warriors, have far exceeded the base frequencies of the earth and those of humanity at large, and are functioning within a much higher resonance. Your reality is centered in the etheric body of the earth that has moved into the upper planes of the fourth dimension and tapping into the fifth dimension. However, your beloved planet is also progressing rapidly, and as it does, your reality must continue to change. All that you thought was your truth, your new way of functioning and being, your new identity, is swiftly melting away. A new holographic picture is emerging and, in your uncertainty, you wonder where you fit in this new scheme and what you are to do now. Again, precious ones, we say, relax, release, and realize that this, too, is just a part of a never-ending spiral. No longer will you be allowed to stagnate or even stay at a certain level very long. Time and the process of transformation are moving too rapidly. Your language is changing, the frequency patterns of your thought forms are different, the old areas of your brain which contain your past are gradually being refined or released, so it is beginning to seem as though everything that happened before, even last year, is a vague dream. New areas of your brain are being activated and you must learn to think in a whole new way. Light packets of information, holographic pictures of great significance and sacred geometric patterns will begin to come into your consciousness and you must learn how to decipher these. It may seem as if those you are moving beyond no longer understand you, or you cannot find words to carry on the old mundane patterns of conversation. You will also find that you do not need to verbalize every thought as you begin to telepathically pick up the energies and thoughts of those around you. You will not need words, and you will not be easily deceived. You will speak your truth with spiritual integrity and you will no longer play the games of the past. As you don your refined, spiritual light garments and awareness, be gentle with yourself. You may feel very vulnerable at times. You may feel as if you are losing an important part of yourself, and this is true, but it is a part that no longer serves you. Even though you have become comfortable in carrying this old baggage around, it is time to release all that you cannot take with you as you move back into the beauty and harmony of the worlds you left behind so very long ago. Before we close this message, beloveds, we wish to bring something to your attention so there will be full understanding between us, and by that we mean between you, our devoted readers, this messenger and me, the one who conveys the messages through her. Our beloved representative, Rana Herman, has faithfully transmitted a monthly message from me as a gift to the world every month since February 1992, except for 1 month, December 1996. When she moved from San Diego, California to Reno, Nevada and did not have access to her computer, she has devoted the major part of her time over the past 20 years to fulfilling her spiritual mission, and she, like most of you, needed to focus on her personal life and her physical vessel for a brief time. Some time ago, we suggested that she not plan any events during September, October and December of this current year. We also emphasized to her that it was of major importance that she make every effort to fulfill her obligation for the November 20th to 27th Western Caribbean cruise, which has been planned for over a year. As you all know, there is a major cleansing taking place in many places on Earth as ancient, stagnant vibrational patterns are released and transmuted. Therefore, in order to give her a respite and lighten her load, we instructed and guided her to some small excerpts of past messages which were to be incorporated in the last few messages for this year. We gleaned only pertinent information from our own messages that are as important and valid now as they were when first given. Who amongst you has integrated or utilized all the information we have given you in the past, and oft times? Is it not of great benefit to be reminded of important facts? These messages, as all those of the past, are given to you with the intent of assisting you in the greatest measure possible, and they always strive to convey our deepest love and blessings to each of you. I am Archangel Michael. I hope you like the video. Welcome to your channel. Don't forget to check out the other uploads.